It is natural for one to develop a facade to influence how people perceive us. Some project an image of perfection to mask their basic insecurities. Others don't have the luxury of worrying about first impressions. And some people find their best intentions often backfire. Yes, we all veil our truths, but how we leave an impression is what defines us.
Although I'm definitely a fan, I simply can't stand it when they suddenly go limp before I get a chance to fully appreciate them.
I agree. It is a bit cruel that they don't last very long, but still, if you look closely, you can find other qualities that more than compensate.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm well versed in the pros and cons. I just think she can do better.
All right, then tell me this. Which one would you choose?
And I only get to pick one of the three.
Yes, just one. But which one?
My, that's such a tough decision. They all have such distinguishing traits. For instance, that one, it's so hard to get it to reproduce.
Well, just between you and me, that reason alone makes it not worth the trouble. On the other hand, it's pretty reliable. Sometimes you want to stick with what you know, don't you agree?
That's a valid point, but I can't say I agree with you. Sometimes it's better to call it a day and try something new. Now, what about the others?
As for the second one, I can't imagine you'll run into any real problems. But given everything she can choose from, you'd think she'd go for something a little less...
dull?
Yes, exactly. That's not the kind of thing I'd want to wake up and smell every morning, if you know what I mean.
Oh, believe me, I know exactly what you mean. And behind door number 3...
Oh, that's a tough one. What was that name again? I can't seem to remember.
Coreopsis?
What? No, that's not it.
But anyways, it's very exotic. Not the kind of thing that you would expect to see around here.
Oh, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I would consider survival around these parts highly unlikely. Regardless, it's not really our decision to make. There are other things we could be doing with our time right now.
Agreed. As always, it was a pleasure talking with you, Etta.
The same, Bree.
Hello. I must compliment you on your green thumb. Your garden looks splendid. I've always said that the appearance of one's garden is more important than the quality of one's plumbing. That's because a well-tended garden is a genuine reflection of the homeowner, wouldn't you say? At any rate, I have silver to polish, so you must excuse me.
So tell me, what did you come over to talk to me about? Aha, I thought I was missing something. But that was months ago. I couldn't remember who I lent it to, so I had to buy some more. Tell me, how did it work out for you? That's good to hear. Always glad to help a neighbor. Even you. Oh, come now. If I couldn't do anything for you, I'm sure someone would have stepped up and offered assistance. Well, let's just say this. You're a very popular person around here. And from what I hear, you've got more friends than you know what to do with. So tell me, what did you come over to talk to me about? Gossiping? I didn't know you overheard, but it's no big secret. In fact, I think it's pretty obvious. We were talking about flowers. A girl in the gardening forums online seemed torn over which of 3 types of flowers she should plant in her garden. We were discussing the pros and cons of each, and although Bree was making some valid points, between you and me, that woman still has a lot to learn about gardening. Well, just what did you think I was talking about, dear? Ah, just curious then? I suppose there's no harm in that. Take care.
Thanks. It's really nice of you to stop by like this. Things are going just as well as can be expected. I mean, considering all that's happened, I'm doing okay. But you came by here to pick up your car keys, didn't you? Yeah, I'll be just a minute. Why don't you come inside? I'll be fumbling around for a bit. Make yourself comfortable in the meantime. Here are your keys. Sorry to keep you waiting. So, that's it then. Don't let me keep you from whatever it is you do during this time of the day. Yes? You don't need to get yourself involved in any of this. It's complicated. You're right. I'm probably just uptight about it. I just never thought I'd miss him. Daniel was always on my case about this and that. It was like having a wife nagging me or something. No offense. It's hard to explain. Growing up, things were a lot different. Daniel was always up to something, and I was always up to something. Our parents loved us both the same, but Daniel was always the attention getter. He was always talking about some big idea he had or organizing some big event. He never stopped. That left me with nothing to do and no one to listen to me. Which in turn meant Daniel and I butted heads on a lot of things, ranging from the way we looked to the way we led our lives. I know it'll come as a shock to you, but Daniel was always hassling me about my clothes. But anyways, I spent a good deal of my life fighting with him and just saying awful things to him. Yet no matter what happened, he kept forgiving me, even after we'd grown up, and I'd never figured out why. I called him to try to get away from the big city and to get away from all the trouble I was having there. But all I did was unload all my problems on him. I guess he was always trying to take care of me, and I resisted. I really didn't feel comfortable doing that. Just wanted to get away, you know? He would always joke about trying to reach out to me, but I never took him seriously. I'd always find some way to ignore him. But if I'd ever thought something like this would have happened, things would have been a lot different. Of course, now, I'll never be able to do that. He probably died thinking I didn't even care about him. Jesus, look at me. I'm telling you all sorts of crap you don't care about. I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate it, but I'm not a touchy-feely guy. I was in the army, for Christ's sakes. I don't sit around and watch daytime talk shows. The only thing keeping me going is knowing that I can bring down the bastards responsible. Don't worry about me. I'm going to have help. Listen, this needs to be kept quiet, but I've known you long enough that I think I can trust you. After you discovered the truth about Daniel's murder, I had a talk with Eric Larson. He told me that with what I know, I could shut down the mob family that was responsible for killing Daniel. But once the case against them gets underway, I'm going to need some protection from Vincent and his goons. So the reason I'm leaving Fairview is that the FIB is placing me in a witness relocation program. So you can understand why I didn't tell anyone. I'm just supposed to disappear one day. Yeah, it was nice knowing you.
Hey, how's that sexy hubby of yours? Ooh, touchy. Don't get bent out of shape. I completely understand. If I had your wardrobe, I'd be worried too. So soon? That's too bad. Well, so long.
You don't really cheat on biology tests, do you?
That's just what Mommy told us you'd say.
Yeah, she talks about you a lot. Mommy said that you probably cheat on tests, and that you need to buy some logicals for your father. It wasn't logical, stupid, and she was only buying one. Whatever.
So, are you usually late for stuff? Mom said you need to have 2 watches to tell time, or something.
Hi. It's gonna be a timeout for you.
Mommy told Daddy he's not supposed to talk to you anymore.
Gabby, hey, it's Lynette. Boy, do I have something to tell you. Got a minute to talk? It really can't wait. Great. So, you know that neighbor of ours? Yeah, that one. Have you ever wondered why it is that her kid doesn't resemble her husband? He should, if he's the biological father. Unless she's the one working on his pipes, if you know what I mean. Oh, wait, I have another call. I should really take it. We can talk about this later. Okay. You too, hon. Bye. Wow, you startled me. Were you eavesdropping on my phone conversation? You know what? I just remembered something I had to do. Something that doesn't involve talking to you. Bye.
What's up? Oh man, you think that's messed up? Listen to this. That's so messed up. Yeah, I think you get it. Oh man, you think that's messed up? Listen to this. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I think you get it. Oh, believe me, she's far from perfect.
I have bad news. The price of stamps is going up again. I wish all of my customers were as nice as you about it. I'll see you later.
Hello. Carlos took away my credit cards, and he said he won't give them back for a week. Do you know what that means? It means that I have to write checks. Look at these hands. I can't write checks with beautiful nails like this. They might get scuffed. What's new with you? What I don't understand is why it has to be my problem. Yeah, sometimes you have to work to get what you want. No, really, I'm listening. Well, now I know what to expect from her. Thanks. That's just like a man. That doesn't make any sense. That's just like a man. What's new with you? I think we've all done things we regret at some point. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you have to work to get what you want. Well, now I know what to expect from her. Thanks. And, as you know, that's not the kind of thing you say no to. That's just like a man. Well, now I know what to expect from her. Thanks. That's just like a man.